Okay, so why do we not ask for coaching fees? Um, if we're a coach and we're a professional coach, we want to be a professional coach, why is it harder to ask for a coaching fee than anything else? Why is that more like shameful? Like, if I say, hey, would you like to work with me? Yeah, it's like real simple to work with me right now. It's like $1,000 for 4 sessions. If I say that, why is that more shameful? Why do we feel like that's bothering somebody? Um, but if I was just asking them for a pen, I could that could be easier. I'd be like, hey, can I have your pen? Not even like, can I borrow a pen? Can I have a pen? Can I have a pen? And we think, yeah, that's not bothering them. That's not a bad. I like deserve the pen. Like we have that attitude. Like it's a pen. But can we do that with money? Can we do that for money for coaching? So the thing that I'm thinking is, like, we think we're more deserving of a pen than coaching. But what if we thought we were just as deserving to get paid for our services as the pen? Like, like we think with the pen, like, yeah, I mean, how is it the same? Like, well, money and pens are just objects. Money and pen are just like useful, like inventions. It's like we're asking for like this useful invention with the pen, like, and we think like there's lots of pens. Well, there's also lots of money. Like there's an abundance of pens. There's so much. There's not rare. Well, bills of money aren't rare either. Money is so much. There's so much of it in the world. You could think of it as just as abundant as pens. You could think of it as like, yeah, it's just as unemotional as a pen. We could look at it as just something good. It's something like, wow, I'm really glad that was invented. This exchange of money really is like helping the economy and society. Pens are really helping people write and see things clearly on paper and have a smooth experience. Like it's the same. So so I feel like one of the problems is we don't think the coaching itself is like worth it. Like we hear, if I ask for money, like I'm like peddling something bad. Like here, have this shitty thing for money, and that's why we feel guilty or ashamed. But we're not even like giving them anything in return. We're just asking for a pen and we don't feel that. And with this week, we're actually giving something. So that must be how negative we are thinking about our coaching service. Like it's just that terrible. Instead, we could really just start focusing on all that's good about this service that we provide, this magical, amazing skill set we have, this amazing talents and abilities that are like coming out when you give this, all of the experience and wisdom that you've acquired that's like comes out in a coaching session. Like we could really be focusing on the priceless amount of things that the priceless experience of being in your presence, and how that really is wonderful for other people. Your vibe that you create is quite good. It's so good. What's funny is when we're talking of the pens, we're actually kind of in our good vibe. Like, because if I was like, hey, can I have a pen? We're basically saying like, I'm like an awesome person to have a pen. We're just really confident in those moments. What if we were like that with coaching? What if we were like showing up so confident about what we offer that you're like, of course, the thing that be like people think, but a pen is so like not valuable. Like the people are like willing to get rid of it. It's not much. They can easily get another one. And so coaching, money's hard to come by, and money's really difficult. So it's like I can't ask to get people to give money over. I mean, that will like destroy their lives. But what if it doesn't? What if we're just assuming that? What if like people like give money to things all day long, all the time? How many bills do people pay? How much things do they buy at a store? When they go to a Target, how much do they put in the cart? How much do people spend on Amazon? Like, things get bought all the time. You go into stores, and I guarantee you, most people do not walk out of a store without giving some money away. It's just normal. So what if we just stopped having this negative attitude that it's not normal? What if it's super normal? It's just, and people joyfully do it. People joyfully pay for things because they easily see how things are good. And what if we're just screwing it all up because we can't see how our coaching is good, and we're just like almost like talking people out of working with us. They're talking them out of it with our shit energy. It's like subconsciously, like things coming out of your microtones and your micro expressions are just like reeking. My coaching isn't valuable. You don't want it. You're not going to want to pay for money for this. You barely even want to give your time for this. You're barely even going to want to show up for this in your life, let alone give money. So, I don't want to ask you for it. Now it's just bothering them because I think it's so bad. All right, so hopefully you're following me here. So let's say it isn't bad anymore. It's great. We have a great service. So I can just ask simply, hey, would you like to pay for this? Would you like to hire me? Oh, would you like to know what it's like to work with me? Do you want to know how it works? Oh, cool, you do? Well, it's really easy. It's this. It's $500. It's $1,000. It's $5,000. It's $8,000. It's $20,000. It doesn't really matter what you say because you're coming from like, it's great. This is the price. If you can't do it, fine. I'm not going to make you, just like the pen, I'm not going to make you give it to me. I'm just asking. And that's the magical phrase, is you just say, I'm just asking. What if it was that simple? They say, oh, how do I work with you? I say, it's so simple. Oh, it's $1,000 for 4 sessions. And they say, I don't know if I can do that. Actually, I think it's a no. And you're like, cool, just asking. Just asking. I know my coaching was good and it's very valuable. And lots of people like it. And I'm sure, it was a good shot. There was a good chance they were gonna like it. Especially if you're doing like what I do and you give them like a free coaching session as a trial session ahead of time to be like, see, this is what it was. Now, would you like to go to the next level and buy some? No different than how a dealership that like says, hey, test drive the car. Look, this is a fancy Mercedes. Get in it. Feel what it's like. Have a drive. See if you like the way it feels. Take the top down. Feel the wind in your hair. And then see if you want to buy it. No big deal. If you don't, it's awesome. I think you'd love it if you did buy it. We could start having that attitude. Just so light. If they say, no, I don't want it. Oh, what if, instead of that being like, oh, I'm ashamed. I feel so guilty that they said no. You really be like, I'm going into it like, I really thought you'd like it. though. Like, so this is worth asking. Like, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. It's so benevolent. It's so good. It's totally worth telling you how much it is and that there is an opportunity here for you. If you don't want to do it, if you don't have the resources, fine. But they say that with the pen too. Hey, can I have a pen? Can I have that pen? And then they're like, no, I only have 2 of them and they're special to me. And you're like, great. I'm not going to like twist their arm or make them do it. I'm just asking. I thought, but I'm going to go in with optimism when I ask. Hey, can I have that pen? And you're doing it assuming like they could probably spare it. It's optimism. And so you could go into every relationship with a potential client like, I'm going to assume they can do it. And they can tell me if they don't have the resources. They can tell me that. I don't mind, but I'm not going to assume that they don't have the resources. I'm going to assume they do. Because that's how I do it with a pen. And I want it to be the same. So, if you're having trouble with this, though, if you're having trouble, you can start asking yourself the questions, how, like there's some awesome questions to ask here. How can I think of money as the same as a pen? How can I be just as light? What if it's the same? Start posing that question. Go to bed this night with that question. Sleep on it. How is it the same? Not how is it different. How is it the same? How is it just as easy? Wake up in the morning, be like, I'm going to like tell people how much it is to work with me, and I'm going to say it the same way I ask for a pen. Because it's the same. Keep telling yourself it's the same. Nobody is more bothered by this than the pen. I'm just going to say this over and over again. Nobody is more bothered by the pen. That's your affirmation. Awesome. Well, let me know if this was helpful, if you were confused, if you thought this was horrible. I'm assuming you're going to love it because I go in with optimism. And I'm assuming you're going to have, this was going to be really key timing for you. That this was like what you needed to hear right now. And that's why I made this video. I go in thinking somebody really needed this and they were right there with me this whole time, and the way that I phrased everything, the way that I talked about it was perfect because that made it click. Okay. Awesome. Have a great day.